It was just another afternoon on the freeway north of the border. Cars zipped past, engines roared, and the sky was clear over San Diego County. But inside an unmarked vehicle, Agent Logan was locked in. "Do we know where he's going?" he asked into the radio. "Already crossed into San Diego County," came the reply. "Gray sedan. One of ours spotted it. Could be loaded." Logan adjusted his grip on the wheel. "All right. Let's find him." To most people, it was just another car. But for the mobile task force tracking it, this could be the kind of day that changes everything. Logan glanced in the rearview mirror. Then he spotted it. "That's them," he said, voice sharp. "Gray sedan." The car was moving fast, weaving into lane 4, then back again. "Speed's about 70, Logan reported. He just slowed down. I'm right up on him, almost neck and neck." Suddenly, the sedan made a sharp exit off the freeway. "He's off. Palm exit." "We're still in San Diego County. Let's see where he's heading." No sirens yet, no lights, just shadowing. Quiet and controlled. Logan kept his distance, eyes locked on the suspect. "We need to be ready," he said over the radio. "If someone shows up to pull the load, we act. Until then, we wait." Logan sat quietly, windshield wipers sweeping in slow rhythm as the rain thickened. His eyes never left the lot. The gray sedan hadn't moved. Neither had anyone approached it. "We've got to be ready," he muttered into the mic. "If anyone comes for that car, we move. Fast." Hours passed. Then a new vehicle appeared. A blue Dodge Ram rolled slowly into the lot. Its driver stepped out casually, popped the hood, glanced around, then got right back in. "He's checking the area," Logan whispered. "Could be looking for law enforcement. Could be checking the cargo." A minute later, another vehicle, a black Elant, pulled in nearby. It parked just one row away. What happened next confirmed Logan's instincts. "There's a suitcase," he radioed, voice low, coming out of the Dodge, heading straight to the Elantra. The handoff was quick. No words exchanged, just a silent transfer. Then the Elantra started to roll. Logan didn't hesitate. "That's it. We're running." The engine screamed to life. Sirens lit up the lot. Tires screeched. "They're going the wrong way." Logan yelled, "Go, go, go." Through the blur of headlights and brake lights, the Elantra disappeared into the storm. They got away. That's frustrating. Logan didn't let the chase distract him for long. He turned the car back toward the gray sedan, the original target. Still parked, still untouched. "We're going back. If the load's still there, we secure it." Back at the lot, additional agents arrived. The rain hadn't stopped. It blurred the red and blue lights now circling the suspect vehicle. No one had come back for it. Weapons drawn, they approached. "Driver, hands where we can see them." The man complied. He didn't say much, looked confused, nervous, quiet. "Open the trunk," Logan ordered. Inside, several tightly wrapped bundles lay across the floor. Agent Riley, now on scene, stepped forward with a field test kit. She carefully sliced open a corner of one bundle, revealing a white crystalline substance. "First package," she said, holding up the test strip, "positive for meth." She opened another. This time, a fine white powder. Pink line just popped. "That's fentanyl." A third bundle, smaller pressed pills. Blue, stamped. "Deadly?" Also fentanyl. Logan took a slow breath. "We've got a mixed load. Meth, powder, pills. Get it sealed. We're transporting to the port for weighing and confirmation." Inside the processing bay, the packages were laid out on a stainless steel table under harsh fluorescent lights. Water from rain-soaked jackets dripped onto the floor as agents moved around with quiet urgency. "Start the count," Logan said, standing with arms crossed, watching every motion. Agent Riley carefully weighed each type of drug, recording everything. Her voice was steady, but even she couldn't ignore the numbers. Methamphetamine, 10.96 kilos. She moved to the next batch, opened the fentanyl powder bundles with surgical precision. Fentanyl powder, 2.32 kilos. And finally, the pills. Fentanyl tablets, 0.82 kilos. Logan stared at the totals. $500,000 in street value, maybe more. Depends on the cut. Riley didn't look up. Depends on how many it kills first. They both knew the pills were the real threat. In the right or wrong hands, that much fentanyl could do damage far beyond the streets of San Diego. Behind them, the driver of the gray sedan sat cuffed, head down, drenched, silent. He hadn't said much, and when he did speak, it was in broken English. He says he didn't know, Riley muttered. Claims he borrowed the car from a cousin. Just needed to run errands. Logan shook his head. But he had the keys. He sat in it all day. Watched the suitcase get handed off and didn't flinch. The interview continued in a separate room. The man sat across from Agent Riley and a translator. He looked tired, his voice barely audible. He says a woman told him to wait in the lot, the translator explained. Says she had the suitcase, that she was supposed to unload the car. Riley leaned in. So why did she leave? The man hesitated. Then she got nervous. Said she'd come back. Logan stood just outside, listening. When the door opened, Riley joined him in the hallway. He's not the main player, she said. He's just the watch. Maybe didn't even know what he was holding. Logan nodded slowly. But he handed over the keys. He knew enough. At that moment, a voice crackled through Logan's radio. We got a hit on the Elantra. It's female driver IDD. We're issuing a warrant now, believed en route to Los Angeles. Logan's eyes narrowed. So she ran with the suitcase. And he stayed with the product. Riley exhaled. They were working together, not equally. The hallway went quiet. It's a kind of quiet that only comes when a mission is halfway done. By nightfall, the seized vehicle was locked down and the drugs were secured in evidence. The agents stood under the awning outside the port facility. Rain still falling, jackets soaked, boots muddy. Logan looked out at the parking lot, thinking about the woman still on the run. She had the suitcase. That was the transfer. Probably thought we'd never make the connection. Riley joined him, arms crossed, tired but focused. She's not going far. With that much product in play, someone's expecting a delivery. That's pressure. She surfaced. Logan nodded. And when she does, we'll be ready. Inside, technicians bagged and labeled the narcotics, methamphetamine, fentanyl powder, and pressed pills enough to poison thousands. If it had made it to the street, the gray sedan was towed back to the lot. The suspect would be held, interrogated further. But even without full cooperation, the evidence spoke volumes. We didn't get them all, Logan said quietly, but we stopped this load. He turned toward the lights of the city in the distance. That's one less nightmare out there tonight. The door to the evidence room closed behind them. And another case was officially opened in the border files.